Alright guys, well, here's a video of the disk drive in action, plus we got an update about these Wii's. So, we got all three Wii's are working. I did disk drive repairs on them. Excuse me. So, I wish that I should kept that, that inside view of the Wii disk drive in action video on YouTube. But I don't have one in my YouTube channel, so I probably have to upload another one here in the future. But anyways, here is the setup of my Wii system here. Let me go ahead and turn it on, and here's the remote for the Hisense. It's hooked up to the component video cable. Wait till the TV boots up. Alright, enter the password. Don't worry about the password, guys. I cleared that out. So actually, anyways, I have it on pause. So I have my thing on pause. So So that's why it shows you that the home menu. So if you guys don't know, this is what the home screen looks like. Think anybody who has one of these from back in the day probably know it. So here's your home menu. So you got Wii menu and reset. The top, this button closes up the home menu, and this is your reset. If you want to reset the software, restart the software, and the Wii menu button restarts it and then takes you back to the main menu. And your Wii remote settings, pardon me guys, it does have like an auto power off or auto standby function for the controller. So in case if you if you don't use a controller for long periods of time, and then if you forgot to turn off the system, it cuts off the power, snoozes the power to the control board, not the control board, the controller, to help save battery life. So, alright guys, I'm going to show you the disk drive in action right now. Right now we are at the home menu. And as you can see, let me turn on the light. Pardon me guys, there's hair around the fabric around the slide. Let me get that out. And as you can see, if you can see it, let me show you the disc. As you can see the disc spinning inside. If I can. Alright, so let me show you. I'm gonna eject the disc. See, it does eject. Yep, eject worked just fine. Eject. Just a bit of scratch marks around the disc, but it's not a big deal. But anyways, let me put the disc back in. Takes it in, and then if you guys don't know why it's not spinning, it's because I have it on pause. So let me go ahead and get my controller out. It's my guitar from my Guitar Hero. It's been enjoying Guitar Hero for a long time. So anyways, the disk drive is not spinning. It's because I have it on pause. So once you resume your game, your session, the disk drive will spin up. So I'm gonna go ahead and press any button. You can see the it's checking for battery life. There we go. And then let's go ahead and hit the home button. That should close, and then that should spin the disc up. So here we go. The home. Alright. Spin up. It read the disc. It takes back to where it left off. So yeah. So this is a Guitar Hero Wonders of Rock. If you haven't watched one of my other videos on my YouTube channel of the inside view, inside of the Nintendo Wii, I'll put the link into the description. So if y'all want to check it out, so I'm going to go and hit A. So once you press A to continue, it will make some noises. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Hit the A button here. Alright. And now it's going to ask me to enter the online profile name. It's because I power washed the console. So it's because you know somebody forgot to format the system memory. So I mean format everything. So let me go ahead and put my name on here. Let me put the camera down so you can hear the disc drive in action. It's probably a good spot for it right here. The air is on, so you're probably not going to hear it well, so let me go ahead and put my name. Oh, let me. Pardon me, guys. Let me. Just put my name in. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Alright. Alright, I got my name put on here, so you may hear some clicks. Alright, I'm going to hit A to play the game. We'll begin the quest. And hit A. Choose my difficulty and hit play quest. And you may hear some noises. Alright, let me hook up my guitar into the controller, because you know it's not going to work without that controller attached. So, alright, select my instrument. Oh, there we go. Choose my difficulty, and let's hit play. And you should hear some noises. You hear it? Here's some beeping noises, everybody. Let me be quiet so you can hear. Sorry, I just got my runny nose, but not really. Pardon me, guys. Just makes a bit of a clicking noises, but it's not a big deal. All right, we are at the quest. screen. Alright. We'll put the camera right here. You select. Alright. I'm going to show you. These are the songs on SpeedFreak. I'm just saying. It's not a complete song list, but it's because I have it on Quest, you know. So let me when you change your song or skip to the next song, and here's some clicks. There we go. You hear it? Let me put the camera so you can hear. Put this drive. The arrow's off right now, so you can kind of really hear what's going on. Not really though. It's because I got other stuff running in the background, so you may hear that. You may can't just barely hear it. So got my iMac and my Dell and my HP and my DVD players running in the background. So pardon me, guys. So let me skip through. Listen. I'll be quiet so you can hear. Alright, I'm going to start the song. As you can see, when it's your first time playing it, you know, you get this little video that show up. Alright, it's now playing. Let me hear some noises. Alright, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause the song. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna retry a song. Let me restart the song. Alright. Have it on pause. We'll resume. I'm gonna resume again. Pause. Resume. I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna restart the song. Alright. Have it on pause. Alright. It's on idling. I'm going to press the house button. Then I should close. We'll resume the song. Let's restart. Restart the song, or what you call it. Pause again. We'll change the difficulty. When you unchange your difficulty, it will ask to restart for the settings to take effect. So let's do that. Pause once again. Let's go to the settings real quick. Change the audio mixer. Guys don't know what that clicking noise is. That's my guitar. I'm just going through the navigation and all that. It gets a bit complicated at first when it becomes to, you know. You just have to play around with it. Alright, let's go to calibrate lag. It will ask to restart the song, so let's do that. There you go, you hear some noises. The green button to continue. Adjust the visual lag. So we'll be quiet so that way so you can hear the sound of your disc drop. Calibrate it. We'll hit the plus button to skip through the audio. Guys don't know what that click is. That's the guitar. I'm just going through the the work in progress. Alright. We'll do a sample song. Again, the volume is muted. The volume is off on my big screen just to protect copyright infringements. Skip that. And hit plus. Done. We'll test the settings again. Pause. Home menu. We'll save and exit. Pause once again. Go to options again. We'll quit the song. Alright. We'll go back to the home page. Be quiet so you can hear it. It's making some noises. Alright. Pause. Open up the home menu, which is this. We'll close. Open up the home menu again. As you can see, I don't know if you catch it opened up or not. So I'm gonna reset the software. Once you reset the software, you know it will you hear some noises, make some noises. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hit reset. And then it's going to ask, are you sure you want to reset? I think you probably know how it works. So let me hit yes. And then, there we go. Oops. And we'll let the game start up. Y'all heard that? Alright, we are at the autosave information. If you guys don't know what that actually is, basically this, when you see this icon on screen, that means it's saving or loading. So it tells you not to touch anything. You know, just don't mess around with anything. You know, don't touch the power button or reset. I mean, just don't mess with anything. So that's doing that. So, but I know that it's my system, so we don't care about that. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the home menu. Alright. Remember this button right here, the home, opens up this menu right here. And then let's go ahead and go back to your main menu. So sorry, I'm just wanting to make sure. Just to make sure that I restart the system, it's kind of the best idea to go through everything. So, alright. Alright. When you tell it to go back to your main menu, it will restart and go back to your main menu. So, I mean, the disk drive will restart, everything restarts. So let me go ahead and hit yes. Alright, we are back at that. We are restarted and then back to the main menu. Guys don't know, probably don't know this. This is what the menu looks like. Pardon me, guys. I need to reset the date and time. It's not 1:53 a.m. It's January the 1st. Don't panic. I need to reset that clock and such. But yeah. So let me go ahead and put the camera right here. The air just kicked back on. Alright, I'm gonna shut it down. You have to press the power button, but on your remote control you have to press it for 1 second. But just to make sure, be very careful when you hold the power button down. It's because if you keep holding it, hard shutdown can occur. So just make sure you don't do that. So the system is shut down. And it winds down. It's still spinning if you can't see it. You can't see it, but it's kind of hard to tell when the disc is still spinning or stops spinning. So let's restart the console. And it should start spinning up the disc right away. Alright, we are at the health and safety screen. This is your, guys don't know, this is what happens every single time when you turn on your console, you always get that screen. This is your part of your initialization. So, all right. Alright. Press A, and it should bring you back to the home menu. As you can see, here's your disk drive, Guitar Hero, Wonders of Rock. Take you back to the main menu just to make sure. Alright. I'm gonna eject the disk. Ejecting the disk and powering off your system. Make sure, go through everything. Here's the disk. Guitar Hero, Wonders of Rock. Pardon me guys, I need to clean that disk. It's because all that ejecting and insertion over time, kind of makes, I'm just serious. Alright, we'll put the disc back into the machine. Let me close that up. The disc goes in this way. You guys don't know, it's because if you guys don't know how to put in your disc, label side this way, it's because the drive mechanism is facing this way. Just offer it up. The blue light comes on. It should read the disc. Oh, it's making a hiccup. I should be more careful, but alright. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna launch the game. Think you probably don't know how it works, so let me turn on the controller and start the game. So I just kind of go through everything. Pardon me, guys. I got the parental controls turned on just to make sure that I power washed it. So I will put my thing. Don't, pardon me guys, I'll fix it later on, so don't panic guys. Alright. Okay. Oops. Pardon me guys. Alright, here we go. Here we go.